Welcome on back, everybody, to TechyTV Gaming News. I'm Techie, and I'm joined with T-Money.
What's up?
And, guys, I want to apologize about the lack of content or thereof. We've not done a gaming newscast in quite a while, and part of that reason was we had issues with Fraps. I had issues with my computer. Life has happened, so we do apologize about not bringing you guys the newest and greatest news stories. But we've had some serious issues going on. But hey, hopefully we're past all that. And I want to get straight into it, guys. So, brand new GTA 5 screenshots just came out. If you haven't seen them, go see them. I'll have a link in the description below for that, guys. I love what I saw. I am just like on edge waiting for GTA 5 to come out. In the screenshots, you can see a helicopter with a nice little aerial view, nighttime shot of the entire city. Just really awesome stuff.
Yeah, I'm really impressed. I'm really looking forward to the game. Everything I've seen with the art direction looks great. All the landscapes I've seen rendered look amazing. There was one, I'm not sure if this screenshot was from the newest set, but it was like a mountain scene with a sunset, and it looked amazing.
Like a little vista off in the distance or something.
Yeah. So yeah, really looking forward to this one. You know, this may be the PS3's last big great release before the next generation, so we'll just have to wait and see.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree with that. And moving on, guys, if you didn't hear yet, the Nintendo 2DS is coming out. I think it's later this year. Anyway, so basically what it is take a 3DS, make it bigger, or the same size with the open clamshell. Take away the 3D capabilities of it. It looks like a piece of toast for $130.
Yeah, you know what? I'm a huge Nintendo fan.
Sure.
Huge Nintendo portable fan. Unfortunately, I don't own a 3DS. I want a 3DS. The 2DS is $129.99. What's the price? What's the 3DS going for right now? And is there an XL too?
Yeah, there is an XL. I want to say as of current right now, it's like 170 bones or 175, somewhere in there. Is about where it's at for the pricing on it. The XL may be just a little bit more. I don't know. I guess when I look at this, and I look at the 2DS, and I look at what Nintendo's trying to do, what they're trying to do is basically introduce a relatively low price point into the whole DS lineup for games. And I think if you look at marketing terms and this holiday season, you know, when a parent goes to buy a portable system for their kid, they look at the Vita, that's $199, and then they look at a 2DS that's $130. I think the choice is clear.
I mean, yeah, and let's just be honest. How many kids are going to ask for a Vita?
Not really. I mean, I really see the Vita as being more of like an adult system type of thing.
I think it looks cool. The 2DS, to me, the design, it kind of looks like an etch and sketch. I mean, what I'm seeing, it's got the red back and the front. You know, it's roughly the same size. It's a big hunk of plastic.
Right.
And I'm noticing that the two screens aren't the same size. That's
right.
Kind of strange too.
Yeah, I noticed that as well. And then I read a few reviews. Some people got to play with it actually at PAX that just happened over in Germany. And they said one of the things they disliked about it was the awkward feeling of the shoulder buttons. You know, obviously I think this is going to sell well. I don't think it's for me. I still want a 3DS. So, I mean, good for Nintendo for introducing a new product into the market that'll probably fill a nice little niche role.
Yep, pretty much. That pretty much sums it up.
Yep. And then moving on, T-Money, you have a story about Mighty Number 9. You want to talk about that?
I do. This came out of PAX. Basically, Kenji Inafune. I know I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, so we're ready for the comments. But the Mega Man creator who left Capcom a few years ago, he's got a Kickstarter project. It's called Mighty Number 9. It looks an awful lot like Mega Man, but you know, we're cutting him some slack. He did create Mega Man after all.
True.
But the game looks really good. It looks great. The graphics look great. It's a side scroller. It's got a retro feel. It's at least the screenshots. The character looks a lot like Mega Man. His abilities are a lot like Mega Man, but Kenji said that this is his chance to kind of do some things creatively with this character that he always wanted to do with the Mega Man character, but wasn't able to because, he was at Capcom. So it's worth keeping an eye on. I think there's actually some perks that you can get if you donate so much money. I think if you donate, I can't remember how much it is, quite a bit. You can even meet Kenji and have a meet and greet with him. So if you know about Kickstarter, if you're into Kickstarter, if you're into Mega Man, check out Mighty Number 9's Kickstarter page and check the web out for screenshots. It's a pretty big story that came out of PAX.
Yeah, I'm definitely a huge Mega Man fan. I know you are even more so than me. And
yeah.
I definitely think I'm gonna kick in $5 or $10, dude, just to support it, just because I'd like to see something Mega Man continue on, considering the bastardization that we've gotten from Capcom so far.
Agreed. And I just really wish, my dream would be if somehow he got the Mega Man franchise back, or
that'd be awesome.
But this game's worth checking out. And one thing I forgot to mention is I'm pretty sure that this is going to be a PC release game.
Oh, okay.
So just keep an eye out. And Mega Man fans out there, definitely check this out.
Okay, cool. And moving on, guys. This is a little bit old, but I wanted to talk about it. I want to give my thoughts about it. If you didn't hear, you probably live underneath the rock. They announced a new PS3 model, and this new model is going to be launching for $199, which is a great price point. Here's the kicker, though. Here's how they're getting that price so low for the $199. So we're going to have 12 gigabytes of basically like flash memory. You know what? This is a tough one. And here's why I say this. There's quite a few PlayStation 3 games that require mandatory install. If you add in game saves and you add in maybe a few things you download off the, if you're a Plus member, or if you buy a few things off the store, 12 gigabytes is not much at all, and that's going to go pretty fast. And you know what? I mean, the cool thing with the PlayStation 3 is you can upgrade it. You can put a bigger hard drive in it. So if you have a spare hard drive laying around and something happened to your PlayStation 3 or whatever, this would be a cool deal for you. But if you're just looking to get an entry-level PlayStation 3 and you've never had one, or you'd like to have one, I'm going to say don't get this one. And just because that 12 gigs will be gone in a blink of an eye. And then also, as we mentioned earlier, guys, I want to talk about Vita's new pricing. It's $199 for the device. They announced that. And then all the memory cards are getting a pretty significant price drop. So I want to give my thoughts about it. The pros, with the whole memory card system, yeah, it's going to cut. The whole reason why Sony went with the proprietary memory card was to cut down on piracy. And we saw a lot of that with Homebrew on the PSP. But, it comes at a cost, though. Number one, those memory cards are expensive as crap compared to what you can get with SD memory cards.
Definitely.
You don't have a choice to choose between brands. It's Sony's brand or nothing. It's kind of like the... No, I'm not going to say PS2 or PS1 memory cards because you could do a Mad Catz deal.
Was the original PSP, was it locked into just the Sony brand? Actually, I think I had a different brand memory card for my original, my PS3.
Right. They used SD cards, I believe.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
And I also just want to give a few more thoughts on the Vita guy. This is stuff I've been thinking about for a while. I want the Vitas to succeed, and right now, the one cool factor that it has is the PS4 connectivity tool, basically where you're going to be able to, as long as you have a Wi-Fi connection, play any PlayStation 4 game on your Vita while you're at home or on the go or whatever, as long as your PS4 is on. That's cool. But for me right now, the Vita doesn't really have a lot of games. I'm not saying the Vita doesn't have any games. What I'm saying is there's not enough must-have. I gotta have this system because this game's out there right now. You know, we've got like rehashes of the Resistance series, Call of Duty series. There's nothing original out there that just screams, man, I gotta have this.
Right.
You know, and I really think it's gonna take like a killer title from Square Enix or something. I don't see it right now. I hope that changes. Like I said, I want the Vita to succeed. T-Money, I mean, what are your thoughts on that?
I agree. I mean, it's terrible. You know, the history that this product has had since launch. You know, it's just been, people have been writing doom on the wall about Vita since before it even came out.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm with you. You know, hopefully they turn it around.
Yep, me too. And I apologize if I'm sniffly, guys. I apologize. I have a cold right now, so bear with me here. All right, guys, we're gonna move on to our last story, and that's the Games for Windows Live is gonna be shutting down July 1st, 2014. Now, if you're not familiar with that, that was that old system that Microsoft basically they wanted to be a Steam, so they came out with Games for Windows Live for PC. That's where you could buy stuff from their marketplace, which was like the Xbox Live version for PC. You could buy stuff for the marketplace, install your games in there, so it'll be locked down forever. So that's going to be shutting down next year in July, guys. So what does this exactly mean? Well, there's a problem here. And that's what, basically what we have here is that there's certain games that came out that supported Games for Windows Live. And those games had DRM embedded into them. Oh, excuse me. Where you had to use the Games for Windows Live, okay? And the problem is going to be when Games for Windows Live servers shut down, if that game doesn't have a patch or a workaround and it requires you to log in, you're not going to be able to play that game. So if you have a single player game and it's going to require some type of authentication, basically you're not going to be able to play the game. T-Money, your thoughts?
Lame.
Yeah, we're still like another 10 months out or so for when this goes down. Hopefully those games do get a patch, but this is always a concern with anything. You know, when we look at going to an all-digital gaming universe where all our games are purchased digitally, this is one of the biggest fears, is that what happens when said gaming service goes under or is no longer there. You know, all your games are basically gone.
I mean, I worry about that too, but unfortunately, I think we're heading towards that. That's going to be unavoidable. You know, digital distribution is the future for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, and if you look at the current transition going into the next gen cycles, your 360 games, all your purchases on there, they're not going to transition to your Xbox One. Same thing for PlayStation. Your PS3, PSN purchases, those aren't going to transition to your PlayStation 4. So if you had a game out that was out on PlayStation 3, you're not going to be able to play that game on PlayStation 4 unless they do a revamp for it or whatever. And so we're already seeing that right now. And so that's going to wrap it up, guys. Thank you so much for supporting us. And as always, guys, I want to encourage you to go check us out on Facebook and Twitter. T-Money does the Twitter part. He posts stories on there. I kind of handle the Facebook part, guys. And we do polls. We do gaming stories, pictures, all kinds of cool stuff. So we do something a little bit different than what we do here at the YouTube channel. So check us out over there, www.facebook.com/TechyTV. And T-Money, where can they find us on Twitter?
It's at TechyTV. So check us out. Check us out there. Check us out on Facebook. Definitely check out the Facebook. We've been doing a lot on Facebook.
Yep.
Twitter, I've been busy with school and stuff, so I need to get on there and get some more content out. But we still got a lot of cool stuff on our Twitter feed too, so definitely check that out.
Yep.
And check back on YouTube, obviously.
All right, guys, I want to thank you so much for listening in. I'm Techie, joined here with T-Money.
Yep.
We'll catch you guys later.